Alright, we're back with part 2. We're back with Alex Jones of Video Games over here. To talk about all the stuff that's come out the past few months, because it's been like a lot.
Yeah, we've been eating good as of late.
Yeah.
Finally, we've been eating good. Finally, we've had like, I've dropped like probably $700 on video games in the past like 3 months. We've been eating good. We've had Ghost of Yote. We've had.
We got SpongeBob over here.
Yeah, there you go. The new Katamari Damacy game.
Oh.
Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah.
We've had Borderlands 4. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. We've been eating good. We've been eating good. Plants vs Zombies remake. It's actually like good despite the like absolute conniption fit that Reddit had over it. But I mean, I couldn't even really tell what they were like mad about.
It was buggy.
Yeah, it's a little buggy, but I mean, I think the only major bug that I found was on like the break in the vase level. It just can't handle 2-player. It just like refuses to work.
One person could lay infinity pea shooters, and then like you beat the level, and they'd be like, okay, we freeze now.
Yeah, we tried like 3 times, so that's the only problems with it. But otherwise, it's just Plants vs Zombies again.
Nice.
So we've been eating good. We've been eating good. Ghost of Yote came out, and that had a pretty controversial development, but I think it's pretty good. I don't have any issues with because the main controversy was that it had a female protagonist.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any issues with the female protagonist. I'm just pissed that Atsu doesn't have the balls to kill a horse. She doesn't have the balls to kill birds. She doesn't have the balls to kill horses. So I can't like pull up to a bunch of guys and like shoot their horse in the face. So yeah, that's my beef. Is that she doesn't have the balls to do it like Jin did.
That's
like
what grinds your gears.
Yeah, she didn't have the balls to do it like Jin Sakai. Jin Sakai. Jin Sakai. It goes to Tsushima. That's not on purpose.
Oh
Yeah.
On the Ghost of Yote, I would say, like, a lot of people were upset with the female protagonist, and I think people are fair in that just because of the recent thing with female protagonists is that that's the main spiel of the game. Like, a lot of the times it's like, female protagonist, okay, badass female character, like, all this, like, feminist, like, stuff, like, making the character, like, really lame, no backstory, and they're just, it's 11 o'clock. Alexa, turn lights on.
God.
Anyways, but, so, like, so far, I haven't played all of Ghost of Yote, but from what I played, it was badass. Like, I mean, she was a cool character, she had a cool background, and, like, they did it well. Like, I always bring up Sadie Adler when it comes to female protagonists, because, like, I mean, she wasn't the main character, but she was really cool in Red Dead Redemption 2. And, like, it didn't feel like it was forced in. I think that's, like, a lot of people feel is, like, it feels forced in with a lot of scenarios. I mean, female protagonists have existed forever now. People are like, oh, it doesn't exist in any game or anything. I mean, you think of Samus, like Metroid.
Yeah. Oh, Zelda.
Oh, yeah. And like Sheik. And then you... Major spoiler. Sorry, guys.
Whoa! Because Zelda's in the like green outfit and stuff. Zelda's like the main character, like protagonist.
Oh, yeah. And then, I mean...
That's what I was getting at with that.
Yeah, I mean, even in movies, you bring up the movie Alien. Super popular at its time, and, like, that was way back when, like, that's, like, feminism wasn't, like, as strong, or, I mean, I guess, I don't know the politics, but, I mean, like, in movies, like, that wasn't as common, like, and she was a huge hit for protagonists. I mean, even the new Alien Isolation game, I'm pretty sure it was a female protagonist. No one had complaints. It was well done. It's just like a lot of times, like with those games, all this, like with female protagonists, all this stuff is tagged on along with it that people don't care about.
Yeah, you can't make the protagonist female to fix a poorly written main character or a lame main character.
Yeah.
You can't change all the Ghostbusters to only women.
Yeah. And it's like, and like a lot of times it's just like, it's like a classic bit of like, oh, no man has ever been on these grounds, and it's just like, but I'm no man. It's just like the classic like lame bit that they always do in every video game or not every video game, but like with a lot of female protagonists in movies and games. It's just like that's the complaint with Ghost of Yotei. So I get where it was coming from with Hot Water, but I think they did a good job with it, and I found it very fun.
They killed it. I think I'm about 75% of the way done with the game. Like I'm like 100% of the game. Like I've been doing everything before like moving on in each area, and I do think that Ghost of Tsushima was a better game, but
That's because that Jin's ass in it, and you just love that part.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's that, and then my huge gripe with Yotei is that there's like certain areas that you go to that are the different like areas of the game, which is cool that they like diversified the environments. But I really liked in Tsushima how it was like one solid like continent, or I guess island that you could go to.
Mm-hmm.
And then also another bone I have to pick with it is that they added more stuff to do. They added more content. No, my bone to pick with it is that there's more variety in content. However, to compensate for the like how much stuff that they added, they just removed like tons of like enemy camps. Because the coolest part of Ghost of Tsushima was the combat, hands down. And they cut way back on the combat because there was like tons of camps in Tsushima, and I would say there was like a third of the amount of like enemy camps that you can go and like raid in Yotei. So that's my like gripes with it. But I think like the new weapons are cool. Not just having the katana is pretty sick. I think the spear kind of sucks and the odachi really sucks. But the Kusarigama and the dual katanas and the katana are pretty sweet. Also, they nerfed the kunai, which is so that's okay because they were really busted in the first game, at least with my like stealth build. So
you wouldn't use anything but the kunai.
Yeah, pretty much. I had charms stacked up in Ghost of Tsushima, so it was essentially like I had the fundoshi, and then I had like extra kunai throwing. Kunai drop like enemies drop kunai more often, and increased kunai damage. So it was literally like, if you have the fundoshi, you're like basically invisible unless the enemy like directly looks at you. So it's just like walk up to a group of enemy, press R1 twice, and all of them are just like dead. So they did nerf them, but they're still like as good as they were in the first game, like fluid and everything, but just like not as strong. So
yeah. Also to like benefit Matthew's take on the Ghost of Tsushima, as we watched Seven Samurai around the time that he started like his like second or third playthrough. And they had like the one main, like not the main character, but the coolest character from Seven Samurai's like outfit basically, which is a fundoshi and like the like mask basically.
Yeah.
In the game, and he just ran around like that guy all the time, and he loved that.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Sick. But
so yeah, so we've been eating good for video games. I guess to go back to what we discussed last time, we sat around as like three guys in our 20s, super original concept. Three dudes in our 20s talking about video games on YouTube.
Crazy.
You've seen it here first, folks.
Yeah.
To go back to when we last did our video, I believe it was like a week before the Switch 2 came out.
Yeah.
And I will give my thoughts on the Switch 2. I bought a Switch 2 day one from Target, and there was no scalping issues. There was like 60 of them probably there. There were a lot. They had like a whole like cart full of them. Not like a shopping cart, but like a huge cart with like huge rails on the side full of them. So I don't think anybody was like not getting Switch 2. I think there was like a shortage for like 2 weeks at most. And then like every time I go to Walmart, the whole case is full. So they handled the launch phenomenal. It was probably like the best launch of a console probably ever in terms of like stock.
Yeah, I didn't really see any problems with
Yeah.
that when I looked for it.
Yeah, so that was sick. But yeah, the Switch 2 is sick. I definitely have gotten my money's worth out of it. I played through a lot of like Nintendo games that I like wanted to play on the Switch 2, so I'm just waiting for more stuff like Tomodachi Life 2 to come out. But like I said, I certainly got my money worth out of it, but like I said before, I think that if you bought a Switch during COVID, buying a Switch 2 now is just idiotic.
Yeah, I think you definitely get your money's worth out of it, but a lot of other people would not. Like,
Yeah.
Personally for me, I'm not getting one until maybe like a lot of other games come out.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me personally. I think I'm good with my own my old Switch, but I mean,
Yeah.
for you it definitely pays out.
Yeah, and I mean too, like I have a job where I can play video games at my job. Like that's just like to stay awake and kill time for night shift. So like buying video games for me is like a worthy investment because I will like actually play them and I have time to play them, which like nobody has that. So I definitely put in like a lot of hours on my Switch too.
Yeah, it's definitely a big upgrade over the original Switch
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Also, before you continue with that, I just want to say I got new Pac-Man World 2 repack on the Switch. Phenomenal game. I'm very glad they remade that. I gotta go through the wild goose chase I went on to get that game physically.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to come out, oh god, a couple weeks back, and I checked online and weren't in stores at all, so I had to wait another couple days. I finally found a listing for Best Buy that it was in stock, and I was in the area anyway, so I went there. Went inside Best Buy. They did not have it. Asked employees about it. They did not have it. Like on the floor in the back. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, I guess going somewhere else. I see it's in stock GameStop. So instead of going there, I just called them. They were also like, yeah, we don't have it on the floor, or it's not in the back stock either. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I checked Target, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go there anyways. We're gonna find this game. So I go to Target. I check the floor, it is not there. I then go find some employee that's there. He has to go find his higher up. I'm like, okay, come on, let's just get this thing. And he's like, yeah, I'll go look in the back for it. I'm like, okay, cool. I wait like 10 minutes, and he's like, yeah, I found it. It was underneath like a crate of a bunch of like stuff. I'm like, okay, awesome. And there was like a scratch on it. I was like, oh, that's really nice. But I finally got it after like 3 separate places saying they had it, and 2 of them did not have it, and the third one had it like smushed under a crate. So I finally got it, and yeah, I've been really liking it. I played that game a lot as a kid, so I'm just glad they remade that.
Yeah, I played through it as well, and I beat it in actually 3 sittings. But I beat it the night it came out. I played it from beginning to end. And I very much enjoyed it. It very much felt like a 6th gen game, like just very much like that era. And it's a very like faithful remake, I imagine. I did not play the original.
It is very faithful from what I've seen.
But yeah, Pac-Man World 2 was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, my experience with getting Pac-Man World 2, mine was pretty crazy. I went on the Best Buy app and I ordered it, and I parked outside of Best Buy, and they brought it to my car, and I went home.
That's bonkers, dude.
Your car?
Yeah, I drove.
Oh yeah, no, that was after that one.
Yeah, I drove.
No, you have the
We're like
wrong
2
person.
for Borderlands 4 and Ghost of Yote, or I drove for both of them just to like sit in the parking lot for Matthew to get his little game.
Yeah.
But kind of like back to gaming like nowadays, like I think a lot of people are saying like we're in a drought of games, and I think those people are stupid because they are just like the Call of Duty like multiplayer games. Like I'm sure multiplayer games are in a drought. I don't really give a shit. Like Battlefield 6, like I played it because I have a buddy and I game share with him, and he had it, and so he bought it. And Battlefield 6, it's a good game. It's fun to play. It's fun multiplayer. I'm sure it's reminiscent of Battlefield 4. I never really played much of the Battlefields. Battlefield 1 was like my favorite one. The new one, wouldn't pay $70 for it. I'd pay $40 at most. You can't get a game nowadays without it like fully dropping with everything that's required. I mean, it feels like it's not finished. There's like 5 maps, and they're not nearly big enough for like multiple of the maps. And it honestly still feels like a beta. But I mean, if they keep adding to it, I'm sure it'll be good. Like it's still fun to play, but I could justify $70. And then everyone's like, oh, the new Call of Duty sucks. What'd you expect? Call of Duty hasn't made good since Black Ops 3.
God.
Or like, I mean, you could argue like the newer first Modern Warfare that came out, like that was fun, and that kind of like kind of brought crossplay into like the world, like really made that popular. And so a lot of games have crossplay now, so you can it gets credit for that. But Modern Warfare, I mean, it was fun to play. The campaign was good, but like ever since, like that would probably be the last one that has been ever close to being like good. Like Black Ops 6 sucked. Black Ops 7, what do you expect? It's gonna suck. Modern Warfare 3, all of them just like sucked. And then the best part is, I never paid for any of them, so I have the best, like, most honest response to all of it because I don't have this like, I don't have to like make sense of my like purchase basically. Like, they were just bad games, and honestly, that's what you should expect at this point. Like, there's not gonna be any good Call of Duty game for a long time.
The fact that people still play that kind of blows my mind.
It's the fact that people watch it still blow my mind. You'll see like
Yeah.
50, like I'll see clips on like platforms of like some guy going crazy, and it's always a different person. And like, who's watching them besides for their stream clips?
Well, you'll check with that.
Yeah, and it's like there's no way that they're getting more than like 100 like viewers at a time, and then like for what? Watching this guy just like lose his life to a video game, like it's sad.
Yeah, Call of Duty kind of sucks. So
Yeah.
get a load of this guy. There won't be a good Call of Duty for a long time. There hasn't ever been a good Call of Duty. Get fucked.
Holy, get
Yeah.
owned.
I'm sorry,
pranked.
I'm an average gamer. What can I say? I'm an average gamer.
Yeah. Call of Duty, more like Call of Duty. Got him. Whoa, bet you never heard that one before. Have you, buddy?
Call of Duty.
Swoosh, get fucked.
But yeah, anyways, I was saying, like, I mean, there's so many good games that are out right now. I mean, just on the Game Pass alone, which I've been like playing, there's some good things on there. Like, Avionic Factor came out on that. Like, that was really fun to play. I mean, if you have friends, I mean, there's so much. I mean, I've put how many hours into it, and I haven't even scratched the surface, I feel like. I mean, they dropped Supermarket Simulator on there. Like, that's peak.
You still need to get my net throwing skill to 100.
Oh, yeah.
Avionic Factor.
And it's just like single player games, like they're doing good with those. And then I mean, if it's not like multiplayer PvP, I've been enjoying it usually recently. All these big companies, I mean, you can't expect them to make anything good anymore. Ubisoft hasn't been good since like Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Ubisoft has been good since 2007, and before that it was 1998 with Rayman 2.
Yeah.
Ubisoft has like always sucked.
Dude,
From the creators of Rayman Legends.
Dude, Ubisoft is done for. That whole company is cooked.
I thought they were done for. I thought they were bankrupt and they weren't making games anymore. And then they dropped the new shitty Shadows game that like wanted to be Ghost of Tsushima so bad, but they still couldn't even.
What a joke of a company.
Yeah, that's the thing about Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei are what Assassin's Creed wishes it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I've always said about because I played it. I mean, I grew up playing Assassin's Creed. My brothers loved Assassin's Creed. I grew up playing a lot of them. Like Black Flag was probably like the last good one that I played. And then it was just never fun. And then I played Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, this is what I want. It was like the classic clip of, this is what we wanted. It's just it's a simple formula and no one can just figure it out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with like kart racers,
Yeah.
the like Smash Bros. Type stuff. Nobody has ever been able to nail those.
Yeah. I mean,
Besides Nintendo.
a lot of them, I mean, there's like the Brawlhalla, which just turned to like some like PvP slop, like little like worse than League of Legends. Like I know there's like competitive like Brawlhalla and shit,
Yeah.
and I played a little bit of it. I'm like, this just feels like a Flash game. I think Super Flash Bros is cooler.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, more takes on gaming. PS6 apparently is coming out in a couple years for some reason.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
really see why we need that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there's been rumors about it still having disk drive, but you have to buy a separate one. So that's cool.
Isn't Microsoft just kind of screwed?
I think, yeah, that's another one too. They're saying there's going to be another Xbox. I highly doubt it. I think they should just keep the Series X and S going, or go down to like a streaming box. But I don't know. I've always had this like feeling that Samsung would enter like the console market, but they never did.
Yeah.
But all their TVs have like Xbox Cloud built into them, which I think is which I think is kind of like their entrance to it. So I think that'll be interesting to see where that goes. But Game Pass went up to $30 a month for the highest tier, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, another told you so. Another quarter in the Matthew was right jar. Another told you so for buying physical games. Because yeah, it's gonna be really awesome when it's like all streamed. That's gonna be really cool.
Also, huge prediction for me. I think either Microsoft or Sony are going to come out with like a PC.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, hold on. I think Microsoft comes out with a PC. Sony's gonna come out with a Switch like ripoff.
Yeah.
I think that's most likely gonna happen.
I could definitely see that.
I mean, I've always been an Xbox fanboy. I grew up with all my brothers. We always played Xbox, and I have a PlayStation. I will say I still play my Xbox more than anything else, just because all my friends are on Xbox, and that's where like all my games and stuff are. But like PlayStation 5. I wouldn't say it's a better console, but like the controller, I mean, it feels nice. It's nice having both of them. It's just hard to like think that Xbox is just not going to be anything anymore, and it's just going to be like a. I would hate to see it to be a cloud because I think their cloud still sucks. I tried playing on cloud a couple times and it's like it feels like a slideshow. It's like bit by bit just playing it.
Yeah.
It's hard to see that ever coming, but who knows? Because I mean, didn't like Google try that or something?
Yeah, and
Stadia.
it failed horribly.
Yeah,
And
it just
Amazon
sucked.
did that too.
Yeah, Google Stadia. God, what a disaster.
Yeah, I mean Xbox is doing it best, but it's still not nearly what it needs to be to like switch from anything else.
Yeah.
But like you guys were saying, I think there's no reason they need a new PlayStation out already.
No.
I mean these consoles are dropping so fast, and it's just because people are buying them.
Yeah.
And also with like the digital market, I mean people keep buying digital games and not physical ones, and so they're just gonna keep trying to see how much you can get away with. Basically, you're not gonna own anything, and you're gonna like it for video
Yeah.
games.
Yep.
And the consumer is totally fine with it, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause everyone's kind of stupid.
Yep. Yeah, like me with the Switch 2.
Yep.
I bought a Switch 2, baby.
Yeah. Consumer right here.
Yeah.
But speaking of Xbox, I don't know if you guys saw, but they're remastering Combat Evolved.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Oh, is that coming out on PS5?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
But like it looks cool, but like if you think about it, someone else's game on someone else's engine. Like none of it is Xbox. Like it's because I think it's Unreal Engine 5, and then it's also going to be like Bungie's game. I mean it was Combat Evolved. Wait, no, was it Bungie? I think Bungie first.
Yeah.
made it. Yeah.
I think so.
So I mean it's not. Oh, they're so dry of ideas that they're going back to like, if it's a faithful campaign, like that's cool. But like it just shows how much like Halo is just going down. Like I enjoyed Halo Infinite. I'll be honest. Like I thought it was fun. It was fun to play. The fact that they did free multiplayer, I thought it was a great idea. I was able to play with a bunch of people. It was cross-play. It wasn't cross-play because it was Xbox, but like being able to play with other people that like didn't pay for it was super cool. And then I mean, Infinite fell off, and they don't know what to do with anything else on Halo. It's just a fallen franchise. It has been since. A lot of people say Halo 3. I enjoyed Halo 5 to be honest.
Yeah, Combat Evolve remake is going to be on PS5 and Xbox and PC.
Oh,
There were rumors of that, so that's why I was like, was that actually confirmed or not? That's why I was asking that, but yeah, it's confirmed.
I mean, that
That's
makes
cool.
sense.
So,
Branch out to more people.
yeah, I will say too, I'm pretty sure Halo was, or Bungie, something with that. I think Apple was actually like funding Halo before
Oh, yeah?
Microsoft got it. So it's like, it's going like full circle, dude. It's getting passed around,
Yeah.
but...
I mean, you see some of the people that are like working on Halo games now, and it's just like you see, it's weird seeing pictures of the original people that like worked on video games, and then like the studio nowadays. It's just completely like different ends of the spectrum, and like people that play video games like that, like Halo, like want to play the new Halo, and like they're like big fans, but I mean they got new people working on new things, adding new things that no one of the original wants in the new Halo. So it's just like a franchise that's losing what it was to add stuff to make it more for the consumer. But like no one cares about fucking Halo anymore. It's Call of Duty. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah, it's all over.
Halo literally you just need dad sprinting, which they didn't reach, and then just like not touch it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, all it is, it's Fortnite, Call of Duty, and like those are like the mainstream
Roblox.
ones. And Roblox.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Rocket League.
you're never gonna beat any
League
of those.
Legends.
Yeah, you're never gonna beat any of those. Like, at least appeal to your fans, and then like, sell copies, like a decent amount. I mean, there's still a lot of people that play games that would love to play those types of games, but like you're not selling it to them because you're selling them something else. But
Yeah.
you're selling them the franchise that's not it anymore. And like speaking of, like the new Pokemon game.
Oh,
To get on that topic.
God.
Horrendous. Like,
I didn't even know there's a new one.
I know. I mean, they're dropping them and they're terrible. I didn't know much about it. Like, I never watched any of the trailers. And like, we were like watching a video on it. I'm like, is this all in the city? And Matt was like, yeah. I'm like, who wants that? Like, who's asking for like the thing about Pokemon is like always like nature. And like you always had a city section, like that was cool. No one wants it to be entirely in the city. That doesn't make any sense. Also, not to mention that everything's like a JPEG. It's a one big JPEG. Like go. I saw the take. Just go back to retro. Like make a fucking like 5 megabyte game, and you'll sell way more.
Yeah, I think with Pokemon at this point, which I mean, most people don't get it. Non-OGs, they don't get it. This new crowd doesn't get it. But if you watch the trailer for Beast of Reincarnation and you can in good faith buy a Pokemon game, you're idiotic. You're just stupid, flat out. Yeah. Like it is so blatant at this point with the Beast of Reincarnation trailer. Like it is confirmed at this point that the whole point of Pokemon even existing at this point is free money printer. Simple as.
Yeah.
Did you see the Beast of Reincarnation trailer? I'll show you that after this. But it is.
What is it?
So Beast of Reincarnation is a Souls-like game made by Game Freak, and it looks phenomenal.
Okay.
Like graphics wise, like the trailer, it looks sweet.
Yeah, like graphically, it looks insane.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I saw that and I'm like, yeah, I'd like play it because I mean like I don't have the issue with Game Freak is just like this like the Pokemon company like 33% of ownership like abusive relationship that they're like stuck in. Yeah. I don't have an issue with Game Freak. It's just like, dude, like what?
Oh my god.
But yeah, it is. Yeah, it's so. I got so pissed when I saw that because I'm like, this is what they can pull off. But I mean, at this point, if they can put out what they put out, and like I'm pretty sure Scarlet and Violet was like the fastest selling Pokemon game ever. If they can put that out, all the power to them, dude. Like that's just like peak like capitalism, dog.
I hate how quick people eat this stuff up. I just don't care anymore.
It's crazy. I mean, like the IP is just like it's like the Smiling Friends episode where like they'll just hold on to it forever and no one else can have it.
No.
And like the what is the Pals game, the Pal World.
Pal World.
Yeah, I mean that was just an example of like what they will do to you if you try to emulate that at all. And then I mean even Pal World, like Pal World looks better than the new Pokemon game.
It does.
Graphic wise.
It plays better too.
Yeah, it plays better. And then, like, in my honest opinion, the best thing that, like, to make Pokemon, like, the best thing that has ever came out with Pokemon in recent years, I guess it hasn't been recent because it's been forever, is Pixelmon. Like, honestly, the fact that some modder did a better job in fucking Minecraft for Pixelmon just speaks volumes. Like, Pixelmon has been around for like the longest time, and I always thought it was the coolest thing as a kid. And like to see it now and like all the different like servers they have and stuff like that, it just seems like why can some random modder do this for like free, and then a Game Freak company that makes millions of dollars just like, no, I don't want to.
Well, yeah, because like I said, the Pokemon company and like Game Freak and Nintendo all have each other in this like abusive relationship. Because it's like, clearly Nintendo can make like beautiful games.
Yeah.
And like Game Freak just doesn't care anymore, but I mean, that's like what keeps them afloat. And then the Pokemon company is only there for like marketable plushies.
Yeah.
Like it is just like a triad where like nobody wants to like do anything.
Yeah. They have too many, they don't need any more generations of Pokemon. They have enough. Like, they have enough Pokemon. Just like, honestly, if you really even like want to do the bare minimum, just do retro. It's probably cheaper.
You just gotta go back to basics. That's what works.
Yeah.
You just quit trying to go modern with it. Just go back to basics.
See,
man.
and that's the thing. That was like the saving grace. The what could have saved Pokemon was like the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, like the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Everybody was like, man, this is so bad, I hate this, man. man, this sucks, man. And then it's like, okay, this is like the best Pokemon game to like come out in, at that point, like 10 years. But no, this one actually sucks. Sword and Shield are like way better, trust me. But
I hate the average consumer so much.
Yeah.
Just don't know what they want.
oh, that chibi art style is really bad, but I'm not gonna buy that one. I'll buy this one got the new Pokemon in it.
It's so annoying. Like, I mean, like, I get it. Like, but like, who gives a shit about graphics anymore? Like, there's always. I mean, the art style trumps the graphics, in my opinion. Like, I mean, if it has a cool, like, I mean, Borderlands kind of has its own history of it. Like, the Borderlands graphics were like not pretty, but it was its own art style. I mean, fucking Minecraft, it's all pixels. I mean, but it still looks nice. Sea of Thieves, another great example. It like looks very pretty. Granted, lacking on gameplay. I don't know about nowadays, but
It's so bad.
it looks really pretty, and it's like fun to sail around in a ship if you like that view. And then you got like the new Call of Duty, 300 gigabytes. For
Cool.
what? So I like can like see like the graphics on. I mean,
So I
Red
can
Dead
see a
Redemption.
puddle.
Yeah, so Red Dead Redemption 2 had better graphics and like more realistic stuff in it, and it was like maybe 100 gigabytes. I think when it came out it was like 70, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, I was talking to Matt about this recently. I'm like, I would much, because we were watching a game on what was that video game? It was like the Don't Starve, and I was like Don't Starve, but it was like Fear and Hunger.
Yeah,
Fear and Hunger. I would like much rather a game kind of like that platform, like where it's like it has like a lot of features to it, but like it's just like a RPG or like a turn-based RPG top-down view. Like honestly, like if it has more features to it and you can do more things in the video game, I take that over graphics any day. Gameplay over graphics. I mean that, and then that's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah.
But
But like I said, with Beast of Reincarnation, it's very blatantly clear that Game Freak can do good graphics. They just have free money printers, so.
yeah,
What a shame.
Yeah, I'll have to show you that trailer, dude, because that shit really grinds my gears, man. That really gets me worked up, man. That really gets me. That makes me crazy.
Because it shows how much potential there is, and then it's just wasted.
Yeah.
So,
But something here to add. Looking forward, I know I said there were a lot of games coming out, but we got new SpongeBob game coming out in a couple weeks,
Yeah.
which is by the same developers that did the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake and Cosmic Shake, which are both very good games. We got that coming out. We got Dynasty Warriors 3 remake, and then we have Neo 3 coming out. So that's sick. And there's Dragon Quest 7 remake coming out, which I thought was completely bonkers that they revealed Dragon Quest 3 or Dragon Quest 7 remake, but we'll see how that goes because I think as I was explaining to you, Dragon Quest 7 is like fucked. Dragon Quest 7 is crazy because it's like a 120-hour game and it doesn't like need to be that long. But I guess they're gonna like redo it.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, so I don't know how they're gonna like pull that off, but yeah, we'll see how they do that. So yeah, that's sweet. And I will say too, I played Neo 2 recently, which Neo 3 is coming out. I'm very excited for. Yeah, why are so many like Souls-like Lies of P and like stuff like that so overhyped, and then Neo 2 is like actually a good Souls-like and like nobody plays it. That's like so crazy to me. Or like Black Myth Wukong, more like Black Myth Wukong. Neo is based. Neo is sick.
There you go. That's cool. I am excited for the SpongeBob game. Those are pretty sick.
Yeah.
they also got a new Resident Evil coming out. I haven't really looked into that. It may be decent. I don't know. Resident Evil's been decent recently.
Yeah.
I will say we played the new Silent Hill F recently. That was crazy. That was a crazy experience. So I'll give my quick take on the Silent Hill in general. I watched it. I played a little bit of it. It wasn't Silent Hill. I don't know why they titled it. I think it was just to sell it because, I mean, it wasn't in Silent Hill. It had a fog in it, and that was about as close as it got to Silent Hill.
You get
And
a
you had
pipe as your first weapon.
You had a pipe. That's right. As for like the story, it was decent. It was there were some parts in there I was like, it's not that cool. The enemies pissed me off because so what they did was up until like the end, all the bosses, like you'd face a boss, it would become an enemy. like a regular enemy.
With like less health.
Yeah, with like less health. Like, so I'm not mad at the fact that it was like hard. I'm mad at the fact that they just reused designs throughout the entire fucking game. Like, it was just lazy. It felt like a lazy put together game, and they sold it quick to have the Silent Hill name on it. The bosses, I mean, if you got you did the one boss, it was kind of cool, and then you play through it again, which we didn't do because it was mid. We looked it up on YouTube. All the other bosses were cool as shit. All like the background was sick.
Yeah.
The bosses were cool, and I'm like, why didn't they just do that for like the entirety of the game? Why did they just reuse all these stupid bosses instead of just like you showed us that you can make a good boss? It was just like the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then you go.
Yeah, no, like the default ending boss is like this like lady in white clothes who like attacks you, and then like the bad ending boss is like you're in this like infinite void with like shallow water that you fight in, and it's like blood red like cloudy skies with a like torii gate, and you fight like this like giant wolf. It's like sick.
Yeah, like all the other bosses looked like the Elden Beast and shit from Elden Ring. It was cool as shit. I'm like, why didn't you just do this from the start?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And not to mention like the fact that we're talking about Dark Soul or like Elden Ring, like it was like Silent Hill wanted to do Elden Ring or like the Soulsborne game, and it was really weird that they did it like that.
Yeah.
It was different, but it wasn't what Silent Hill was, which is my main beef. And just to put out there, the icing on the cake was near the end of the game. There's a trailer, and or like not a trailer, but a cutscene, and basically like this like mechanism activates, and it goes boom, exactly like the Vine boom sound effect.
No, it is.
It is
the Vine boom sound effect.
Yeah, because
100%.
Yeah, because we heard that. Me and Matt were both like playing. I was watching him. I look over at him. I'm like, was that the fucking Vine boom sound effect? And he's like, I think it was. And we immediately quit the game, went to YouTube, looked on Vine boom sound effect, and like newest comments were all like, out here because of Silent Hill F.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like, come on.
Yeah, I clipped it, so I'll send it to Riley so you can put it in. But yeah, I like, because we like clipped it, closed the game, and we're like, yo!
That's insane to me. They're putting Vine boom sound effect in a mainstream game like that.
And then we hopped back in the game and did not know what was going on. We lost all track.
Yeah, I couldn't take the game seriously after that. Like,
no.
Any bit of like seriousness you could have with it after that, gone immediately because they put the fucking Vine boom sound effect in there.
That's unbelievable.
But yeah, I'd give it like I mean, if for the other cuts, I'd give it like a 7, a 6.5 to 7 overall for gameplay. But
yeah, I give it an 8. I thought it was pretty cool, but I don't like. It was more similar to like Resident Evil, so that was pretty cool.
I'm a Silent Hill 2 guy. I really like Silent Hill 2.
I like Resident Evil better, and it was closer in the vein to Resident Evil than it was Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2 sucks. So. Silent Hill 2 is a terrible game.
He couldn't figure out how to run in Silent Hill until like 6 hours in, so he didn't know there was a run mechanic.
No, it's bad because it didn't tell me actually. There was nothing that indicated that. So.
There was no red marks. There was no red paint on the ground for you.
Yeah. There wasn't there was like a tutorial of it. So yeah, couldn't figure that one out. So game sucks. Actually, get fucked.
One last thing before we end the video, I just want to mention the CS Steam Market Crash of 2025, because that is very funny. So what happened with that is that Steam has decided that they're going to allow 5 reds to be traded up into a knife, which is insane. It's absolutely bonkers that they are having that be the thing now, because it completely destroys the value of knives and like increases the value of reds like by 100 times, and it has just destroyed the CS market, which is funny because it's CS, so who cares? But like people are literally suicidal over this because like some of these people have like their entire like livelihoods in this game because with their knives and stuff, and it's completely gone now.
Yeah.
Like knives are down 50%. It's over for them, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
This is like the housing market crash, but for like Gen Z.
Real.
Yeah. I had a coworker that he had like enough in CS:GO that he could have done that he was like planning to do it on like a down payment for a house. Like that is how much he had in like gloves, knives, and stuff. And I like saw him like the day of, and I talked to him. I'm like, my sincere condolences for you losing like half your net worth, dude. And he's like, oh yeah, it's cool. I sold it all like a little bit ago. So
Thank
Oh,
God.
really?
thank God.
Thank God.
Oh, he told me that in the theater. Cause he's like generally like, cause I like told him that like during the previews. He's generally a composed guy, but I like imagine like, cause that's like he had like a lot of money in CS:GO. Like
Shout out to the guy that bought it just like a couple like weeks or days before the crash.
yeah.
God.
Like I said, like he had enough that he like sold stuff to put a down payment on a house. That is how much he had.
That's unbelievable.
So, but he's been playing for like since it like came out, like consistently. So, you know, that's understandable, but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know shit about CS:GO or skins.
Yeah, I just want to add that in at the end because I thought it was really funny. Well, you guys got anything else to add in before we end this? End the after show like that we've done 2 years in a row?
not really. I don't know. I got good games have come out. We're eating good. Shout out to the strategy series, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's sick. Hidden gem, underrated gem. I've been playing that a lot, so that's sweet. That's been Matthew's game as of late has been Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And nobody knows about it, really, so...
Your gatekeeper.
There's not a Reddit thread on it, so...
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's been around for 40 years, and I know it's like popular-ish in Asia, but like, I think if they had a little more money to put into it, it could actually be a pretty like big strategy series, because it's a strategy game that only takes 6 hours to figure out. So that's pretty good for figuring out strategy games.
Yeah. Pac-Man World 2 base, Call of Duty, and all those other games. Gay.
Cringe.
Yeah, cringe. Yeah, that's what I gotta say. You got anything else, Jared?
Mr. Beast.
Thank you, Max. Alright. I think that'll be enough for this one, so have a good one. Happy Halloween, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!